Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I just got, like, I rushed over to my computer because I lost track of time. But we're here. Let me go ahead and announce the stream. There's probably a lot of fluff anyway, so we're good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Britt Barron, and I play Tifa Lockhart in the Final Fantasy VII Remake series. But for the next 90 minutes, the gloves are off. Instead of wailing on Shinra troops, I'm here to deliver some video game news. Joining me on this quest through the trailer dungeon is the one and only Roger Clark. Howdy, Roger.
Howdy, Brett. Pleasure to be here. I'm Roger Clark, though you may know me best as the lovable rogue Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. We've got a hell of a show for you today, packed to the brim with world premieres, developer presentations, and everything in between. So hitch up your horses and settle in.
As we mosey on through this action-packed show, keep in mind
Hello,
that
hello,
you can
hello.
find and wishlist any of the games featured.
You guys can hear me,
on our
right?
Dedicated summer showcase.
Oh, you guys can wishlist all of these games so that you're gonna help the Steam metrics.
I think we've already hit our cowboy quip quota, so let's dive right in to our first.
Was this a thing last year? Yeah, it's a thing that's been happening. Expect a lot of AA studios. So like these games aren't like, you know, it's not like it's not gonna be like indie games, but it's not gonna be like AAA games either. You know? It's gonna be like AA games. You know? But with the way it works nowadays,
Fruit of the Alchemist.
Catholic furries, I guess.
At Bogdan's Cross,
I guess.
a grisly action-adventure game.
Grizzly action-adventure
Epic
game.
Store. Be sure to add it to your wish lists.
On the Epic
We've
Game
got a
Store.
gameplay trailer for First Dwarf, a third-person action RPG where you build.
Sorry, I gotta
defend
set something up.
bases
Set
on
some
a
stuff up.
crumbling fantasy planet.
Every day in Driftlands feels like your first. Perhaps because each nightfall feels like it might be your last. One thing remains constant. Nothing beats the thrill of excitement a new sunrise brings. It's these moments that give you the power to venture out and explore the uncharted.
Hello?
So what is this?
This is the summer. This is the. Oh my god, the name of it is so long. This is the Future Games. Hold on, let me just look it up. This is the Summer Games This is the Future Game Show Summer Showcase.
When shared with
Done quick.
forever
Yeah.
is better in
This has been a thing around this time. Like basically when E3, like, this has been a thing for a few years now. These aren't like indie games, but it's for like AA games. This is where they all go. So like Jeff Keighley, okay, so here's the breakdown.
There's always
Sony does it's like the same thing every year now. Sony does a state of play before the Summer Games Fest to try to like one up them, to try to get in, you know, before it gets too crazy, so that they don't have to compare themselves to anybody. Then Jeff will do the Summer Games Fest. That's followed up by like an indie presentation. And then there are a whole bunch of other indie presentations. Then there's this show. Then there's the PC Gamer Show, which is PC games. Then it's capped off by the Xbox presentation tomorrow. And then Ubisoft goes last Ubisoft goes last in their Monday. Oh no! What is this game? Uh-oh. I just saw a sign that said we are the 99%. So this game, it could be
Studios community manager, and we are located
really,
in the little city of Wrocław in Poland. Right now, we are working on Nobody Wants to Die. It's a single-player interactive.
This could be good.
love
This could be
story
bad.
Set in a dystopian New York City. It's inspired
I'm loud
by
and the showcase is
landmark
quiet.
films,
Okay.
black and white detective movies.
Let me put up a
outdated
side stream for you,
styles,
Log.
but set hundreds of years into the future. You will discover the world of New York in the year 2329, where immortality comes at a price that someone has to pay. Choosing the perfect music and composer for this game was so important. It allows players to feel truly immersed.
Yeah,
in
there's a
this world
Nintendo
and
Direct, but
world.
who knows when the
We're
fuck that's
honored
gonna
to be
be.
able to work with Mikołaj Stroiński to create an incredible soundtrack for Nobody Wants to Die. Our small team of 20 has been working hard on this game for the last 4 years, and our aim from the start was to deliver a great narrative and a graphical experience for players in our dystopian world. The music helps us to shape the emotion we want players to feel in each moment, setting the rhythm and atmosphere for New York 2329. Its melodic and moody theme beautifully encapsulates the noir essence of the game, setting the stage for an immersive experience like no other. We're so pleased that 2 million of you watched our reveal trailer that we released a few months ago, and today we're excited for you to get a glimpse into some of
Okay.
Nobody Wants to Die's core settings,
this-
including Detective James Carr's apartment.
I don't want to be a hater,
Exclusive
but this
in-game
trailer
shots
is not
captured from our PC build.
better than Pizza,
This
which I have
is
waiting
our
for me.
vision
I'll
of
be
the
right back.
Well, it's not a
You'll
trailer
experience
yet.
the story of Nobody Wants to Die from a first-person perspective, through the eyes of Detective James Carr. Through our narrative, we wanted to explore the dangers of transhumanism and immortality. In a society where death is a distant memory, the lines of right and wrong start to get a bit blurry. We're planning to release Nobody Wants to Die later this year on Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5 and PC on Steam. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, I thought there would be a gameplay.
Nobody Wants to Die is coming later this year. What's next, Britt? Britt! Britt! Interesting. I'm just gonna head backstage and see what's going on here.
Welcome to the world of Detective Dotson, Roger. It's an adventure game set in India.
Is that Roger Clark? I think so. It's the guy that played what's his name from Red Dead.
Sounds great.
They
One
got
quick question. How do we get back to our human bodies?
they got
sure.
like the
Watching
guy
this new trailer
they got
for it,
Arthur
right?
Morgan and Tifa Lockhart to present this showcase. Yo, pizza with secret aardvark green sauce.
Secret aardvark?
It's a hot sauce company I like. So we're gonna drizzle down on our pizza, because I'm a hot sauce on pizza guy.
Detective Dotson is coming to PC in 2024, and the developers just launched a demo for the game on Steam, so you can dive in after the show. While you're there, why not add it to your wish lists?
What's on your pizza? It's a Hawaiian pizza. I love Hawaiian pizzas too much. I mean, pineapple and
hot sauce on it?
yeah, pineapple and ham and hot sauce. That's a good combo.
We've got another trio of games to
Why the hell
share
not?
that should definitely be on your
The seafood devs should make an adaptation of RRR.
Let's throw it over
Hot
to the
people who eat
developers so
croissants
they can tell you
are
about this
dangerous.
weird survival
What are you talking about?
I'm just making fun of someone for saying nonsense words.
Well, no, I get it. Because like, there's like a bunch of
yesterday we revealed that SHummer will launch on PC on the 9th
fantastic
of
martial
July
arts and
2024.
RR.
I'm very
I get
honored
it,
to
we can get
introduce
down to
SHummer
it.
to both
Though
new
there's
and old friends today.
a big portion of that is also them like using a bow and
SHummer is a
arrow and shit too,
post-apocalyptic
so
overworld survival game where we'll take over role as a meta, striving to survive in a world corrupted by stardust and exploring the enigmatic now-pop continent. You must defend off outraged creatures alongside other metas.
Maybe I'm the one
Reclaim
who's
the
too
old
cynical.
world
I
and
haven't
uncover the
wanted
truth
things
behind
since
the
like
apocalypse.
2018.
Many have labeled us as the most
I just kinda live my life now. I just kinda, you know,
I will
exist.
tell you what makes SHummer so you. Your adventure will
you're
unfold
trying
in
to
a
break
seamless
out of the
overworld.
mortal coil
Your
of this
adventures
cycle,
through
huh?
treacherous
Yeah.
mountains, sunny beaches, foggy swamps, wild plains, rushing waterfalls, dark caverns, and the mysterious underwater and the frigid tundras. Your exploration will stretch the boundaries of your imagination. The diverse flora and fauna in the overworld add more possibilities to your journey. Let's see what survival skills you've got. Hunting, fishing, and planting are all part of the experience. The influence of stardust has led
Eating
to
pizza
widespread
isn't gonna break
mutations
you out of
across the
samsara.
country.
How do you know I bought this
Stay
pizza?
cautious of the mutated events and the
A
fanatical
bear
forces,
gave it to me,
very keen and strong,
bitch.
as well as the areas shrouded in deep fog and the riddle spots scattered across the land. As you may know, what makes us different is our monster design. In SHummer, the enemies that you ever encountered may be something that you never seen before. Animal, a new species born from the influence of stardust, will pose one of your greatest threats. The Wanderer, a walking buff that roams the world with its searchlight, and the Laura,
So,
a monstrosity that resembles
as a fellow Asian person,
I just appeal to watch out.
I feel bad for these guys.
You will encounter
Because
even
it's
more
like,
cryptic creatures in the skies above.
you know, if you're
and
like a
oceans
double
below.
A studio in
Don't forget about the
Asia,
rift entities.
you probably know what you're
Some
doing.
of them are packing giant Gatling guns.
You probably know what you're
Some
doing.
look like massive
But you
trees,
probably
and others
don't
like
know how to
even fractured
advertise
leaves.
at all in the West.
Buckle up,
Like, you
guys.
don't know
Did I
what the
mention
West
that
likes.
SHummer might be one of the most
know?
diverse overworld survival game out there.
I think they
you
get
must
it.
eliminate
Like,
threats in strongholds.
But this feels like a
and then use the
TikTok. They need
materials
a they
to
need a
fight.
lie. I can help them lie.
I think they looked
You
at
can
like
capture
popular
deviations
horror
from all
trends
over the
and
world and
they
use their special abilities to
inspired.
help you out. Rex
I don't
is
know
your
what
chef.
this shit is.
Nutcracker
But
handles security.
like
the Cannon Store is a bodyguard.
plane, like the living plane
You can build
flying
your
worm
settlement anywhere
like,
in the overworld, or
the
even
bus with
create a mobile
arms.
farm.
Yeah, I can
With
tell
over 4,000 metas
where
in
the
a server.
inspiration from that comes
Watch
from.
out for ambushes and looting. Remember to forge alliance with
I don't know where the
others to
cartoon
build
bees come
settlements
in,
and
but-
getting on 12 versus 12 compressible reality.
I don't know where
And that's
12v12
not all.
conquest for rare
SHummer
loot
is
comes
committed
in.
to providing unique and constantly updated content for players all over the world. We also aim to cater different players' preferences. We've got themed seasons and all kinds of challenges rolling out soon. These include PvE world bosses and PvP content that encourages you to pillage and plunder. But wait,
It kind of looks.
there's more.
It kind of feels
We're
like I'm
also
looking at
adding
two
survival
different
challenges
games.
where meta must
It feels like I'm
compete
looking at
for
three
extremely
different
scarce
games.
resources.
Because this is like this part is like
creativity
every
of
other
SHummer doesn't stop
survival
there.
game that I've ever
You
seen.
can unleash your imagination by building island
And then the other
truly
part, it seems
unique
like they were making like a
internal
little
land.
kind of horror-ish
Feel free
game.
to customize up the island to your liking and even change the objective of the season. We create the world, and you bring it to life.
SHummer for PC is coming your way on the 9th of July 2024, so don't forget to add it to your Steam wishlist.
On the 10th of June, we'll kick off the final
The
round
trailer
of
I saw for this
Overlay.
game yesterday looked better.
Cosmetics on the first day. Free downloads are now available, and you will want to miss the opportunity. Get ready to delve into the unknown. See you on the other side, Menace.
Once Human launches on July 10th, but you can play the Steam demo when it drops on June 10th next week.
And if you enjoyed that section, watch out for 2 more ones to watch deep dives later in the show.
We've got another world premiere for you now. It's a co-op game where you have to synchronize your movements to succeed. Let's see it!
Oh, yes.
Whoa, nice work.
Why'd they say next week? That's in 2 days? Probably because this was filmed like several days ago.
Hello. We're off on a magical adventure. I've got a purple X. I have the purple X. I guess if you hit that.
Oh yeah, I press. Okay, can you move it across? Okay, and now send it all the way.
Oh no!
Okay, I'll jump then.
Bad timing! Bad timing for this game.
That opens a panel for me.
My guess?
Okay, what does it say, please?
Again, you know me. I gotta be mean because I'm a hater, but I'm not actually mean.
If I get this wrong, it's just.
My guess is this game was a pandemic project.
Moved. Oh, very nice.
This game was a pandemic project, and they're like, oh, no one can do escape rooms because of COVID. I know, I'll make this game. Oh fuck, games take a long time to make. What? People don't give a fuck about COVID no more, and they just go out and do escape rooms now? Oh no. So yeah, I mean the game looks good.
It's coming
I
soon.
think anyone who loves escape rooms would play this because it's just an escape room you only have to pay once for.
I think
and you
might
can
be right.
do online with your friends forever.
Fished another one out for you guys, and if you ask me, it's whoa, kind of a prize catch. Wow. See what I did there?
Yeah.
I'm hilarious.
Peggy 12.
Nope, it's Dredge DLC.
What's Dredge?
It's an indie game that people really like.
Dive back into one of last year's most beloved indie games when Dredge, the Iron Rig, launches on August 15th.
You know, speaking of beloved indies, we are pleased to be launching our very own future game show, Humble Bundle. It features a curated selection of games that have appeared in our shows over the years.
So, if you like what you see, head to the URL and name your price, and by doing so, you'll be supporting the developers and Humble's chosen charities.
Back to the trailers now. In this next section, we're spotlighting 7 games to keep on your radar.
Wait, what does that mean? So these are not trailers, these are just games we have to pay attention
With the
to.
help of roguelike upgrades in this fast-paced, genre-blending online shooter. Diabotical Rogue lets you pick between 3 specializations to cause carnage on the battlefield in hectic 4v4 matchups. It launched in early access on Steam and Epic Games on June 4th, 2024. So yep, you can play it right now. What turns a person into a narcotics dealer? A dealer into a cartel boss? Find out in DDS 2, an action-packed sim where you climb the criminal ladder and fight off the competition. Establish contracts, expand your hideout, and move your product in a dynamic open world that supports solo play as well as co-op with up to 3 players. DDS2 is coming to PC on June 20th, 2024. Keep your eyes on this one, says local thunk, developer of breakout hit Baaulp. Star Vaders is a tactical roguelike deck builder where you pilot a mech to defend humanity from an alien scourge.
Damn!
Can customize
Are we at that point?
take out the intergalactic
Are people asking the Baaulp devs for like review
Star
quotes?
Vaders is coming soon to PC.
I think
and
that
you can
guy
check
just
out
like
the demo on
mentions
Steam after the show.
games on his own.
Okay,
Step into
that's
the
good.
shoes of a plucky airship pilot in Clockwork Ambrosia, a steampunk Metroidvania where the focus is on
Yo, not
crafting
always
cool
Carlos, thank you for the
weapons
resub.
and armor. Explore gorgeous
Baaulp,
pixelated
good
worlds
Baaulp,
to uncover
video
the
Baaulp
secrets
games.
of a missing civilization,
Hopefully.
enlisting curious companions and taking down leagues of automatons. Check out the Clockwork Ambrosia demo on Steam today. Turn foes into friends and search for your lost soulmate in Sword of the Necromancer Resurrection, a 3D remake of the 2021 action RPG from Grimorio of Games. A dungeon crawler steeped in mystery, players must level up, collect gear, and recruit
This game
fallen
was built
enemies
for the
to survive
Nintendo
in
DS.
atmospheric
Yeah.
environments. Fight past death and twist fate.
Honestly,
Sword of the
hearing that it's a
Necromancer
3D
Resurrection
remake
drops
of
on
an like an
PC
old
this year.
of an older like 2D JRPG is interesting.
Anton Blast is an explosive action platformer inspired by the GBA greats. Race, bounce, and slide your way through surreal, destructible environments, wielding a mighty hammer.
Inspired by the GBA greats. Not allowed to say what one game inspired this game.
PC this November 12th. But there's a dynamite demo available right now on Steam. Find your new home on the galaxy's edge in Farlands, an intergalactic farming sim with a cozy pixel aesthetic. Chop weeds and build a community as you chart the stars for resources to save your local star system from destruction. Farlands is launching in early access on July 24th, but there's a demo out today on Steam, so you can dive in right after the show. 3 hits and you're out. Step into the ring in Big Boy Boxing, a slapstick boss rush adventure inspired by the Punch-Out series. Quirky opponents are brought to life by fluid animations as you bob, weave, and jab your way
It's a
through the
Punch-Out
cavalry
game.
ranks, learning
That's
attack
cool.
patterns and upgrading your skills to succeed. Big Boy Boxing is coming soon, so make sure it's on your wish lists.
Remember, you can find all of today's games on our dedicated Future Games Show Steam page. Search for Future Games Show on Steam, and you can start digging into the demos and fleshing out your wish lists.
Special delivery! Our friends at Billy Goat Entertainment have sent us a new trailer for Parcel Core, the studio's extreme sports courier simulator. Let's take a look.
Hello, Judacious viewer. At Billy Goat Entertainment, we're strong believers in the old adage, art from adversity, which is why we've decided, completely of our own volition and certainly not under any form of duress, to commit to delivering our new video game, Parcel Core. This
September 3rd.
That's right, on
September 3rd.
you'll have the opportunity to assume your role in the gig economy, ensuring your board of directors can collect their annual dividends. You'll have to placate a colourful cast of business operators, from florists to medical professionals.
Everyone's funny in 2024. I know exactly what you mean.
More themed beverage sellers, enabling you to avoid defaulting on your debts for another month. So, please help us by wishlisting Parcel Core today. And remember, you'll find us in the streets on
September 3rd, 2024.
We're pleased to reveal that Parcel Core will be coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on September 3rd, 2024. You can also check out the demo, which just went live on Steam.
Our next game is a mind-blowing, interdimensional platformer where, you know what, I'm not even going to try to explain it. Just check this out.
Yeah, the 8-year-old at the wedding.
Oh, so it's like a proper trailer for the Trog game. That's cool. Yeah, this is like a cool Trog game. So the idea here is that it's a 2D and 3D platformer at the same time, and the two are tied. So you can see, like, the enemy isn't in the 3D one, but the enemy is in the 2D screen. And you have to navigate both at the same time. I can see it being nauseating. Yeah, if you get car sick, maybe don't play this game. But if you have a strong sense of balance, I guess, then you know,
Screenbound is coming
cool
soon,
game for you.
So wishlist it on Steam. And if you think about it, Roger, that's technically 2 games for the price of 1.
It's a steal.
Yeah.
Switching gears now, as we've got a trailer to share from our friends at Netflix. Here's a look at some of the new games coming to the platform later this year.
Oh boy, Netflix. What you got for dinner? This is lunch. It is a pizza.
We are having fun.
Resisting temptation will be hard for you.
Oh boy.
How can you put that in the middle of everything in this?
I'm not gonna lie. It'll only be a matter of time before you play a game that Netflix publishes, because it seems like they're publishing a lot of like indie devs and like AA studios. And don't let this trick you, because they want to make it look like it's a phone thing, but it's not just a phone thing. They are publishing games on like Steam and Epic too. So
Thank you to Netflix for sending over that trailer.
We've got another world premiere for you now. This game lets you exploit a gang of unruly mercenaries for your own selfish gain.
Time to dazzle these idiots. Hey, my good townsfolk, have I got a story for you? I have tirelessly explored the wilds and found epic loot. I can kick any monster's ass, even the nastiest nightmares. I rip them apart. Even when facing death, I never give up. Why? Because I'm a hero, and I'm here to protect you. Oh, cut the crap! You're no hero! Obviously, they did all the fighting. You fighting? To gain XP? Ha! Who needs XP when you're famous? Happy bastards!
Let the fools do your dirty work in Happy Bastards, which is coming soon. What's next, Britt?
We're checking in with the Relic First Guardian, an apocalyptic Souls-like from Project Cloud Games.
What? What words just got said to me? What? That guy's like Discount Markiplier? That's Arthur Morgan from the game you like so much, kid. What am I looking at?
The Relic?
No, yeah, the Relic First Guardian. This game has bad timing in the other direction, where Elden Ring DLC is about to come out. I feel so bad for these devs.
And PC. What have you got for us all the way over there, Roger?
Well, it's a nice problem to have, but we simply have too many games to show you. So we're going to throw it out to a series of back-to-back trailers and check in with you guys in a little bit.
Works for me. Shall we go grab a drink?
That would not be disagreeable. I hear you make a really good Cosmo Canyon.
Oh, I'd love to whip one up for you.
Yes, please.
Are they forcing the guy who played Arthur Morgan to be more like Arthur Morgan instead of a regular guy? Why is he talking like that?
What's a Cosmo Canyon?
I don't know. They're not making the actress who plays Tifa talk like Tifa.
Well, he might just talk like that always.
That's scary.
You know how the guy who does Kiryu's voice, like, that's not a voice that he's putting on. He just sounds.
He just sounds like that. But it's like also word choice. Like, why did he use disagreeable instead of?
And also the guy that was the voice of Flapjack in the Flapjack cartoon. That's just his. He's an adult, but that's just his voice.
Oh, this is cool. I like games like this. I like games like these. If you come home and you play shit that looks like you're just using a second computer, like a virtual machine, as your game, you're a higher class of gamer.
Peggy 12.
I think it's weird whenever an indie game went to the ratings board. I guess they have to if they want to be on the Nintendo Switch or whatever.
Yeah.
But I still feel strange whenever I hear Peggy.
Well, I notice I do notice it's always Peggy. I don't know, maybe Europe's just more strict about it. You know, maybe Europe has a law saying that if you want to advertise your game in this way, you have to get it rated first. That makes sense. Okay, well.
So the funny thing is that his name actually was Lenny, so he thought everyone was screaming about him, going, Lenny!
Okay.
Oh, welcome back.
Hi, did you enjoy those trailers? Good, because there's more where that came from.
Let's get back into it with a new trailer for The Precinct.
ACPD, drop it now.
My advice, keep your head down. Don't piss off the chief. Stick to your beat, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get to retirement in one piece like me.
You, stop there.
We got him in handcuffs, dispatch. 10-4, aerial unit inbound. Central, be advised, suspect missed the spikes.
Chat.
Central to all units, bank robbery in progress.
Chat.
Cuff him up, boot.
Let me give you some advice. These kinds of games are the best military games are the best anti-military games, and if this game is really close,
I'll see you in the morning.
If this game is really realistic, it will be a great anti-cop game.
PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on August 15th, 2024.
You know what I mean?
If you like to try before you buy, then good news.
I think there's
every
like,
game in this next section.
I think there's an
demo
idea
attached
there to just making a game where you're just like a spectator for car chases.
Yeah.
You're driving the helicopter that's watching the car chase.
It's like how
My turn.
what was it called? It's like Arma being a good anti-war game, you know? It's so nauseating. Arma is so nauseatingly realistic. It makes you never want war ever again. It's like, oh my god, We send 18-year-olds around the planet, and they just shoot at people who are so small in their sights that they're like dots. They're just shooting at dots, and they're taking a human life every time. And they miss, like, they only land like 8% of their shots, and they waste like hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment every day. Oh, you know? If that game's realistic, it'll be a great anti-cop game. It's like, wait, what do you mean I'm just getting paid for standing around eating a hot dog? That's what being a cop is like.
A cozy cyberpunk city builder where you can create the metropolis of your dreams.
Next in line is Guntouchables, a co-op roguelite.
You guys don't understand what I'm talking about. You guys are too, I don't know.
And this
you guys aren't on the same wavelength as me.
A rootin' tootin' roguelike shooter where you manage a crew of intergalactic outlaws. And last but not least, this is Metal Suits, a run-and-gun space shooter starring a cyborg veteran out for revenge.
Head to the Future Games Show Steam page to find all those
this game didn't punish me for failing the choking the suspect QTE? Why did I fail that?
They're a private eye. of a foul salami scheme.
A duck detective. Please, say no more.
The truth. The truth.
Yeah, the game punished me for forgetting to plant evidence? What the?
Duckling.
Hi, I'm Johnny.
Oh, I bet you guys love this game. This game's about cops too.
Right now we're working on Duck Detective: The Secret Salami, where solving crime is no walk in the pond. You are a down on his luck detective who also happens to be a duck.
I was a freshly divorced duck, not able to pay next month's rent.
Use your powers of deduction to inspect evidence, fill in the blanks, and bust the case wide open in a narrative mystery adventure that's not quite as it seems.
Everyone has a motive. Or a secret.
Duck Detective is a 2 to 3 hour long mystery game that's inspired by games like Return of the Obra Dinn and Case of the Golden Idol. The game is fully voiced, and of course it has a dedicated
All ducks are
website.
bastards.
Yo, thank you, Honest Tom's Discount Beef. Thank you for the 41 months of support. Yeah, that's why I love
Today,
eating
we're
them.
really
They
excited
are
to share with
bastards.
you
Fuck
that
them.
Duck Detective is coming to mobile later this year.
Now, you can already play Duck Detective on Steam and Switch.
Thanks for watching, and we hope
Maybe
you
that's
enjoy
why they taste so good. All ducks are evil. It's God rewarding me for killing an animal, killing and eating an animal that should be dead.
Slice of bread in weeks. Duck Detective: The Secret Salami.
Duck Detective: The Secret Salami is out now on PC and Nintendo Switch, with mobile ports coming later this year.
This next trailer is for the RPG fans out there. Sacrifier is inspired by the 90s classics and features a soundtrack composed by Motoi Sakuraba.
I have no idea who that is.
Few are worthy of the title you are about to receive. The bishops are more than soldiers. They are guardians.
He took the Malcora.
Enough!
Ezekiel, the dome is under attack. You must retrieve the Malcora.
Statues coming to life. Am I dreaming?
Oh, that's cool.
Get what you deserve. Damn it.
So like in this game,
Where did the thief go?
you like move around, yeah, and it's like it costs like action points. It's like a whatchamacallit. Sakuraba is behind the OST of Golden Sun, the Tale series, and Dark Souls. Damn! Must have cost a pretty penny.
Sacrifier is coming soon, but the playtest just went live on Steam. If you want to try it out before launch. I feel like it's time we add another game to our yearbook, right, Britt?
I think that's a good idea. You know what? More than a
Wait,
decade later,
was that JRPG funded by the EU? British people are not allowed.
Space Marine 2 is landing in September. And
British people not allowed. You can't play this. You're not EU anymore.
Nothing will survive our wrath.
Chainswords at the ready, because Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is staining the pages of our Ones to Watch yearbook with gallons of Xeno's blood. Space Marine 2 is the hotly anticipated follow-up to Relic Entertainment's 2011 third-person shooter. Helmed by Saber Interactive this time around, Space Marine 2 promises even more guts and glory for up to 3 players across its galactic co-op campaign. You are dropped into the clanking, capable boots of Lieutenant Demetrian Titus, voiced by Clive Standen of Vikings fame.
Delta Wing, report.
The spores collapsed the bridge. There's no way through.
Get into assault position by the bridge.
Let us show them some of Ultima's hospitality!
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Titus is a true Space Marine, the Emperor's personal angel of death, a stoic ultramarine with a penchant for defending the Imperium. Though at the start of the game, he's dealing with the aftermath of a suspicious demotion and an even more pressing existential matter: the Terranid scourge threatening mankind. Space Marine 2 will transport players to the front lines of the Fourth Tyrannic War, with hundreds of creatures coating the screen as you trudge through the biomes of perilous planets. From Terranid warriors, Hormagaunts, gargoyles, and quite likely much larger foes, you'll be overwhelmed in short order if you and your team don't keep your wits about you. The grisly combat blends over-the-shoulder shooting with a deep melee brawling system, allowing you to parry, dodge, pull off brutal combos, and execute your enemies to top up armor supplies.
You will pay, you rotten cowards!
Someone told me this was supposed to be like Starship Troopers satire. Is it actually the case? A little column.
How would we know?
It's
The game's not out
maelstrom
yet.
of chaotic conflict.
Well, I mean, I think they're talking about Warhammer in general. It's from what I can tell, because I've learned through osmosis, because I go to card shops and stuff. A little of column A, a little column B.
On the 9th of September.
Yes, it started off as a parody, making fun of all, like, because it's like, it's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, but at the same time, you do have to sell your toys to 30-year-old white guys with high incomes, so...
Warhammer
You know.
40k.
It's a little column A, a little column B.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on
I
September 9th,
get the feeling that
2024.
Warhammer as a game you can play varies in quality depending on what state you live in. I would not play Warhammer if you don't live on the East Coast, Chicago, or West Coast.
I think it needs a Wrangler.
And even if you are on the East Coast, I wouldn't play Warhammer any further south than New Jersey.
Easy now. You're all right. You're all right. Stop it. Stop it. Oh,
Like, going to a Warhammer store in Florida sounds like a bad idea.
Peggy 12.
Coffee Stain North? There's a Coffee Stain North and South? Like Korea?
Go toe-to-toe with Capybara Thanos in Multiverse of Nonsense, a brand new DLC pack for Goat Simulator 3. It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on the 19th of June, and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
By the way, if you're enjoying the show, you can let us know.
Head to the link on screen now and fill in the survey to be in with the chance of winning some great prizes courtesy of MSI.
All right, time for something completely different. This year, the Future Games Show is launching a new initiative to help increase the visibility of up-and-coming indie games.
I live in a part of South Carolina where you drive past a million Jesus billboards and then walk into a coffee shop with a trans flag on the door.
A link to the form should be on the
I'm not talking about coffee shops. I'm talking about
elevator pitch. In the coming weeks and months,
I'm talking about Games Workshop stores change in quality by depending on what state you live in. So you're not. That's not what I'm talking about. I thank you for sharing, but we were talking about Warhammer.
Welcome to the world of Schim. My name is Ewout. I'm one of the
Anyway, Warhammer is stupid. Why do you guys keep making me talk about this shit? Oh hey, this game has been
in Schim, you jump.
I remember seeing this game like 2 years ago. It must have been stuck in development hell or something.
It's up to you to find your way back.
Cause this looks like pretty much what they showed.
Along the way, you will also help other Schim that have lost their objects.
Like it doesn't look different than what they showed before. So it must have just been like stuck in development or whatever.
Xbox, Nintendo Switch,
yeah,
and Steam.
This game looks
Ready
cool.
to hop around on July 18th.
So it's finally coming out?
Hi, I'm Kurt Olson, the creator of the upcoming stealth comedy game, World's Worst Handyman. I'm also a father of 3 with a full-time day job. 5 years ago, I taught myself to code and make games in my spare time. Later, I founded Baby Lumberjack Studio. World's Worst Handyman combines my love for stealth horror games with the charm of Nintendo games. It's a thrilling.
I like this one. It's literally a guy being like, "Oh, buy my game."
Local animal shelter.
I wish he had an Italian accent.
Find tools, complete tasks, avoid angry residents, and earn enough money to save the shelter.
He should have hired a guy with an Italian accent to play him.
Play the free demo, and
that would have been great.
On Steam to support our small team. Thanks.
I'm just a guy. I made a game. Come on.
Action adventure game
oh shit!
Set in a mystical, historic Scotland. We are a dedicated.
This game is weird in a good way.
A truly independent game without compromise.
I've seen Jay Dolan share this game on Twitter. That's how I know about it. Look at this shit, dude.
You will overcome challenges with Judo's combat and possession mechanics. Our favorite part is perhaps the varied and sometimes grotesque bosses the game is replete with. Judoro is coming out this autumn on Steam. Please wishlist and help spread the word. Thank you.
Hey, Future Game Show. Those guys over there are Heavy Lunch Studio, and they've known each other for, like, I don't know, 100 years. And in an act of hubris and self-delusion, they decided to make their first video game, Hermit and Pig. It's an adventure RPG about a reclusive old man and his truffle-hunting pig. These two unlikely heroes get drawn into a dangerous conspiracy involving evil corporations, unusually violent animals, hungry townspeople, cultist weirdos, and a giant mythical mushroom. You'll have to dig deep and ask yourself important questions like, can I master the self-defense techniques necessary to survive? Can I overcome my social anxiety to become a hero? And should I really eat every mushroom I find? You can find these answers and more in Hermit and Pig. The demo is available on Steam now.
Thank you to the talented developers who helped us launch this brand new section. Make sure you wishlist Judero, Hermit and Pig, World's Worst Handyman, and Skim on Steam.
And if you're a game maker who wants to participate in the indie elevator pitch, you can find out more using the link on screen right now. Show us what you got.
Back to our regular programming now, which in this case means another world premiere. This one's a stealth strategy adventure game set in an oppressive cityscape.
I know that you're worried about the war on the continent. But you are my people, and you will come to no harm.
He's not in any trouble. We just want to talk to him.
You told me you wanted out. You and your brother. You said you're done with this. It's too dangerous, not what you wanted.
Find her. She's here somewhere.
I respected your decision because I thought you respected me and my business and everything I've done for you.
This isn't about me.
Oh, it's always about you, Hannah, and now you've brought the police here.
They're looking for Herman. Look, I've no idea what he's done, and I don't care. I've just got to find him before they do.
It's only a matter of time. You've set things in motion you don't understand, Hannah.
Eric's Home, The Stolen Dream is coming soon to PC and consoles. What's next, Roger?
Well, here's a closer look at Run from Mummies, a cooperative dungeon crawl.
I like the shift in tone.
Dodging traps to photograph ancient relics.
I like the shift in tone.
You heard about the tour.
This looks like a game out of time. This looks like a game from the Xbox Live Arcade.
All set for the tour? Well, the sights are unforgettable and rife with dangers.
You have to play it as the characters from the GameStop cases whenever they didn't have the real case for the...
So take plenty of pictures.
This really looks like an Xbox Live Arcade game, which is like, it's not a mark on the quality of the game. Like, this game could be really fun for all I know, but it just looks like it's a game out of time. Like, did this get held up for like 15 years or something? Like, what happened?
Oh, one last piece of advice. Run from mummies! Yes, buy it. Oh, blast. Is this recording still up?
Blame this piece of
Run
crap.
from Mummies is coming to PC and PS5 in fall 2024. And you can play the demo on Steam after the show.
Up next, we've got a Souls-like side-scroller set in a dark fantasy world. Here's the latest update on Mandragora.
Take me forward, no matter the danger.
Hi everyone, Alex here, Community Marketing Manager at Primal Game Studio. We're currently working on our most ambitious game to date, Mandragora. Mandragora is a 2.5D action RPG side-scroller with deep Metroidvania and Souls-like elements. We're currently working on fine-tuning the many features that will be available in the game, including epic boss fights and a branching talent tree.
Inquisitor, got supplies for your journey upstairs. You deserve better for what you did to that witch, but it's all we've got to spare.
In the full release, expect to find yourself immersed in a narrative crafted by industry legend Brian Mitsoda, known for his work on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, meet many characters all voiced by professional voice actors including Aisha Salim, known for her work on Overwatch, and find yourself whisked away into the world of Mandragora with a dark fantasy soundtrack composed by Christos Antonio, best known for his work
It's got me
as a member
thinking
of Sacred
Torchlight.
Flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that look to it. I know what you're talking
2024
about.
is going to be a big year for us as we work towards releasing later this year alongside our new publishing partner, Knight's Peak. We look forward to bringing Mandragora to your PC and consoles and really hope you enjoy playing.
Your passenger is lost. So is this world.
Mandragora from new publisher, Knight's Peak, is coming to PC and consoles later this year.
We're taking a look at Dustborn now. Red Thread Games' road trip adventure. Here's the latest trailer.
Alright. You guys have to tell. I'm gonna put my pizza box away. You guys have to tell me if this game's good or not, okay?
Oh shit, oh shit.
Oh, never mind. I think I can already tell. Any game where they say a bunch of swear words.
Maybe put the car in a safe place.
Handle the
They're getting demonetized.
You know.
Yeah, hey, they're gonna get me demonetized.
Sai, please listen to me.
Says the woman who never listens to anyone. We're so dead.
Stop the car. We'll handle the cops.
Roll down your window.
Huh? What?
The window,
window.
Sai.
Wait. Hi. Hello. Hi, officer. What's going on?
I'll need you people to step out of the vehicle.
You're a loser. How badly did you screw up to get here? Highway patrol in the middle of nowhere?
I was doing just fine, Deviant, until you tried to mess with my head. I said, exit the vehicle!
Hey, officer, watch
Not
the
another
road!
word.
Road.
Jesus, fuck!
Ay, Dios mío.
Drive. Drive, Sai, now! Stop it!
That was fucked up.
I wonder if he had time to call us in before... Bam.
Dustborn is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on August 20th, 2024.
All right, wish lists at the ready, folks, because we've got a sweep of exciting trailers coming up next.
Stream raid. Subscriber.
Broccoli, canned food, steaming bowl, spaghetti, French fries, curry rice, popcorn, cookie, pot of food.
I'm back. How was the game I missed good? Or bad?
It looked like a visual novel type game.
Oh.
Like a Wolf from or Walking Dead.
The majestic Albertown, last known bastion of civilization and progress. Become one of our esteemed engineers, and let the illumination of our great leader, William Kane, guide you. Today is your day. Join our annual lottery and plug into your true potential. Prove your worth and ascent to greatness inside Albatross Technologies.
And then she says, I'll be fine. You've seen how much ass I can kick.
Ah, damn. That's so true.
The girl told the cop he's a loser and the cop pulled a gun? as they are known to do.
Did you notice that rope tied around his neck? No?
Realized that the review quote was from Game Spew.
Wait, yeah, 8-Bit Ryan. What is this? What is this? Who's 8-Bit Ryan? Whoa.
I didn't want to do it, but he made me do it. You shouldn't be here.
Numata is a suburban survival horror game from Deadbolt Interactive. It's coming to PC and consoles in 2024.
Our next game takes
You shouldn't be here.
And fuses
I'm sorry.
Japanese mythology with contemporary hip hop. Feast your eyes on Sonokuni.
A friend of Game Spew is a friend of mine, yeah. Oh wait, is this like a whatchamacallit? Is this game trying to be a Hotline Miami like?
Sonokuni is a top-down
Oh
action
shit!
game from the Don
I
Music
walked
Group,
away,
a
or I
hip-hop
didn't
group from
notice.
Japan
Thank you, Lauren, for the raid, and thank you, Home Sheepo, for the resub. I'm sorry I missed that.
You can wishlist it on Steam.
Sorry.
Eternal
Sorry.
Strands is up next. An
Thank you,
action
thank
game
you.
where you use magic, weapons, and climbing skills.
Thank you for the
to
raid
take down
and the
enormous
resub.
monsters. Here's the latest trailer.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Bryn, you need to get out of there, now!
I was made for this, Aurea.
Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Vale's shadow for decades. No one's been this close in years. My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow.
You can count on me.
I like your gay pride shirt. I mean, in a way, yeah, I guess. I mean, Log drew this. It's a specific kind of pride, I guess.
This place holds mysteries beyond our wildest dreams. It's time to uncover them.
What does the text say? It just says Rapper Napkin World Tour 2017.
Eternal Strands is coming soon, but if you're eager for more, we'll be airing an interview with the developers during our official post-show, the Future Games Show Expansion Pack.
The expansion pack airs directly after the summer showcase, so stick around for a closer look at today's games and some extra world premieres.
For this next section, the FGS team handpicked some of the most exciting Unreal Engine 5 projects to provide an
Alright, so
eye-popping
this is like
glimpse
a
into the future.
this is an Epic Games sponsored segment because all these games are on Unreal Engine. Oh, it's like a sizzle reel, okay. Are these games or tech demos? What? Wait, yeah, these aren't games. These are these are just cool wallpapers that they rendered using Unreal Engine. I thought these were gonna be games that like all used Unreal Engine, but they're just images. What the? I mean, that's cool, but we can't play those.
Thank you to the developers who participated in our Unreal Engine 5 showcase. Be sure to follow them on social media to keep up with these projects as they evolve.
Now, as we all know, the only good bug is a dead bug.
And there's been plenty of virtual pest control going on this year.
But how about some more? Up next, we have a juicy update on Starship Troopers Extermination.
Hi, I'm Peter Maurice. I'm the project lead for Starship Troopers Extermination. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the exciting new update coming to the game called Carnage on Planet X11. The Carnage system itself is basically persistent bug bodies everywhere in the world. They don't go away. We're bringing the movie into the video game. Being able to climb on top of the bug piles to get the best vantage point over the bugs. It's a system that we've developed in-house from the ground up. It's really all about bringing the carnage and the war to the bugs and being able to show the persistent damage throughout the world. I'm so excited to share.
I mean, that's cool.
Planet X11 is deep within the Tibanus system in the Arachnid Quarantine Zone. We're setting this planet within the rings of a gas giant. It's draped in mystery. We are going there to defend the T-Fang array. It's the most important listening post in the Federation and is crucial to Federation.
How is Helldivers 2 holding up? No clue.
Our first attempt in Starship Troopers to combine indoor combat environments with outdoor combat environments. Planet X11 offers us an opportunity to see what battling the bugs inside Federation buildings is really like. Weak Point's something we've really been excited to finally bring into the game. We've added armor to our bugs. And the weak point on the bug is where you can easily take down a bug if you know how to aim with the right weapon. Weak Points add in some more nuance and more depth into gunplay, and that's what Weak Points are allowing us to do. Working on Starship Troopers Extermination has been a dream come true for me. It's something that I really enjoy coming and working on every day. Being able to bring those movie moments into a video game for the rest of the world to experience has been so much fun.
Okay. I don't know why, but that trailer made it seem like there's only one guy working on the game.
Which is available now on
I know it's not true, but it's like, is he the only guy working on the game?
And final yearbook edition. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games and Behavior Interactive for a deep dive into...
I'm glad he's enjoying the job, but like, is he the only guy?
From the minds behind Dead by Daylight and the Dark Pictures anthology, please welcome the casting of Frank Stone into our future game show Wants to Watch. This single-player horror adventure lets you define your own story in the expanded world of the iconic action horror game Dead by Daylight. Players follow an ensemble of intrepid young filmmakers as they set out to film their own home movie at a murder site steeped in tragic history. Prepare to be posed with fate-changing choices, challenging puzzles, and death-defying QTEs as you guide the cast through eerie environments and shocking twists, dodging grisly deaths along the way. The casting of Frank Stone is coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC in 2024. And to give you a closer look at this exciting collaboration, let's throw it over to our friends at Behavior Interactive and Supermassive Games.
Oh. Okay.
For the longest time on Dead by Daylight, we knew that we wanted to offer different types of experience to our players. And a single player narrative experience is definitely one of them. And our fans have been requesting it quite a lot. So obviously, Supermassive Games, with their pedigree, their portfolio of game, is the perfect partner to deliver that fantastic
Oh my god.
experience.
The casting of Frank Stone is...
Look how poor Behavior is. They can't even afford cubicles for their employees. They don't have walls or partitions or anything.
Horror experience. It's a story that we've been thinking around for quite a long time.
They cannot even afford the luxury of privacy.
Idea that underpins a lot of the Dead by Daylight lore, and so it kind of slipped together as a very natural fit.
It all starts with our 1963 storyline, which is investigation of a missing child, which leads us into a very dark, quite grisly serial killer horror story. But as the story unfolds from there, things go in different directions, and we bring in a lot of different subgenres of horror.
Think that belongs to the boy you're looking for?
The main influences were always to try to be the mystic, something you could actually believe happens, something that you can understand, relate to. At the same time, part of it you don't understand, and it creates a mystery. We're always going back to the classic slasher horror movies.
Isn't
characters
Dead by Daylight lore literally just they're just the whole point of Dead by Daylight is that they're just aping off of other movie of like
One thing we really
stuff.
latched onto quickly was the idea of how a piece of creative art could become a vehicle for horror. And in our case, that's a Super 8 film that's being made by a group of teenage characters on the site of an infamous serial killer's crimes. And that felt like a vehicle where we could bring in other influences of horror that we really like.
Either of you heard of Murder Mill?
Right at the start of the project, talking with Supermassive, we connected because we're passionate about horror, and we basically get our inspiration from the same sources. So it was great talking with them and seeing that a lot of the sources for inspiration they're using have been the same that we've been looking into at the genesis of Dead by Daylight. So in that sense, our fans and also new players that will experience this can see that both titles are from the same lineage. So for fans of Supermassive Games that still haven't stepped into the fog of Dead by Daylight, this is going to be a great first step.
Come on, people! We got a movie to make!
Okay. Okay. One kill equals one win, yeah.
The casting of Frank Stone is coming later this year. And with that, we've wrapped up our Ones to Watch yearbook for the Summer Showcase. Go team!
It also means we're closing in on the end of the show. But that doesn't mean that we're done with the world premieres. Here's one more.
Ooh.
I love treasures. It's nice to have someone else do the dirty work for you. And only that annoying mongoose always ruins everything. Nico de Rico. You and your friends can't stop me.
What is the name? These games that look like they're out of time. Like, I think if this game came out like 15 years ago, people would be like, oh wow, this is like a cool, not Crash Bandicoot game. Like some, you know, someone out there, some weird guy. What the? Nico
de Rico is an all-new mascot platformer from developer Via Games as part of the new publishing label Knight's Peak.
So this is like Italian.
It's coming soon to PC and consoles.
This is like Italian.
Next game before it blew up
like
on social
Crash
media
Bandicoot.
for its hyper-realistic graphics. Here's the latest trailer for Body Cam.
Oh, it's this game. I heard people talk about this game. Yeah, you want an anti-war game? Here's your anti-war game. Make this shit look nauseating. When's the part of the game where you turn off the body cam? No. The body cam doesn't turn off. You can't turn it off. It's just that your boss will, you know, cover your ass by refusing to release the footage until after the lawsuit.
Right. It's time for our final trailer. And with keeping with tradition,
Yeah.
this one.
Ooh, we got a little grease on the lens.
World premiere.
But before we wrap things up, I have one small question for you, Roger Clark. Aerith or Tifa?
That's interesting. I feel like that's kind of a loaded question in this scenario.
Oh, no. It's just a hypothetical, you know? There's no wrong answers.
Who wrote the script?
Okay.
Someone not getting paid enough.
That's really interesting, you know?
It's taking you a long time to answer this.
Well, if I had to choose between Tifa and Aerith, I think I would have to go with...
He forgot which one is which.
What?
That's
World premiere.
A quick taste of what's to come from Woodrunner Games, an indie studio featuring developers who worked on Cuphead and Rick and Morty.
The game's full reveal is expected later this year.
Which would coincide with the next Future Games show.
I mean...
Interesting. Brett, I hate to say goodbye, but that's a wrap on the Summer Showcase.
That's what you ended with?
You know what, though? I'm just glad we got to do this together. We were outlaws
World
to the end.
premiere.
Damn right we were. Thanks for sharing the stage with me. And cheers to all of you guys for tuning in. But don't leave just yet, cowboy, because we've got the post-show coming up right after this with more trailers and deep dives on the way.
There'll also be tons of follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and our FGS social channels on YouTube and TikTok.
Finally, before we take off, we'd also like to thank the hardworking developers, trailer makers, PR representatives, and everyone across the games industry who worked with us to make this summer showcase a reality. Even in such turbulent times, we couldn't have done it without you.
Don't forget to head to the Future Games Show Steam page to find all of today's games and check out some of the demos we discussed. I know
Get ready
we
for
mentioned
the
it a lot, but your wish
future
lists go a long
future
way.
games
So,
done quick.
If you like a project,
Super
go ahead
show,
and show it.
directed by 8-Bit Ryan.
And this
has
with
been the
features
Future
from
Games Show Summer
Games
Showcase
View
2024.
and Jason Derulo.
Okay, that sure was a whole bunch of games. Some games were cool. It's cool that, I never played Dredge, but it's cool that Dredge is getting, like, a very interesting looking DLC. I'm morbidly curious about that body cam game. That game could be a dumpster fire, but it could be kind of cool in a really like weird, grisly way.
I think those kinds of games are pointless. There's just like a subsection of people that have gotten really obsessed with like character controllers and shaders in that way. Where it's like,
it's true.
I have to make it look like the physical recording device as close as possible. Like I feel like there's multiple people that are trying to do the same thing, and they're just like fixated on that. And like, there's nothing of substance tied to it. It's just like, oh well,
I'm not hoping that
challenge.
I'm not hoping that it's good. I'm just, like I said, I'm morbidly curious about it. Like if it's gonna sell well or whatever. And I'm not even being a cynical bastard about it. So much of that presentation was just fluff. Like literally like stuff on par with like tech demos. Like, hey, look at what the Unreal Engine can do.
Yeah, but what about that world premiere by the makers of Cuphead and Rick and Morty?
We have successfully started taking back the planet and
a frog and a fly.
However,
yeah, and the world blew up.
Extermination is an online multiplayer first-person shooter, and it's set.
So I'm pretty sure this game came out before, before Helldivers, which is very funny. That the parody of the original is doing better than the original. Although if this is what this game looks like, I'm not surprised. This looks kind of rough. I'm not even talking about like. Clearly they captured the footage in like a jank way because it's like low frame rate. But like, I don't know, the gameplay does not look better than Helldivers. But it is a Starship Troopers game. That's the funny thing. This is Starship Troopers. Helldivers is pretending to be Starship Troopers.
We have 5 films to work from, so some of the coolest things we've introduced is not even from the films. It's new bugs like the Inferno bug, new weapons that we've added into the game that now officially become canon. I think the thing that I am most proud of that we've been introducing into the game is the new worlds that we're introducing into the lore, like the new Planet X11. These are all new worlds to explore in the universe, and I think it's
they should have a Showgirls RPG.
Starship Troopers it's introducing new things.
Reinforcements are limited, so make sure you keep everyone alive down there.
With the introduction of the engineer class especially, it's been fun seeing some of the beta testers just, stack buildings on top of each other and create their own structures and bring their own creativity to it.
When we introduced the engineer class, we entered as something that they would, use out in the field, defending areas. But they've taken it to a whole new level, and seeing some of the structures they're building to get to places we never intended them to get to. So we are adjusting our design to make sure we allow them to find the fun around every corner instead of finding a bug. Well, if they find a bug, that's okay too, but we're going to arm them to take that bug down pretty quick. If you love cooperative, first-person shooters in alien worlds that's fun and accessible, and you're a fan of Starship Troopers, you're going to have double the fun in our game. It is meant for you.
Okay.
Thank you to Offworld for that deep dive into Starship Troopers Extermination. It's available on Steam right now, so grab
Starship Troopers game, RoboCop game. When are we getting Turkish Delight game?
Do my part and fend off the bug menace. We actually jumped in for a game or two together recently, and there's a lot going on in this game. You've got extermination of 1 million bugs, you've got base building, you've got class systems to choose from. It was a lot to go through, but we had a bit of a good time, didn't we? In fact, Matt, you actually spoke to the developers recently, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that really surprised me about it, right, is it's in early access. They're on their 0.7 update right now. But there's already
They're afraid of mentioning how that. Well, why would they bring it up?
of classes, and like you say, the base building is really unique.
Like what you said doesn't make sense. Like why would they even bring it up?
0.8 update is on
They didn't pay to be here. They don't need to pay to be here.
mode, which sounds awesome.
Helldivers is in Sony's pocket.
Instead of killing a bug and eventually the body disappearing, all the bodies are going to
The British of Babish? Now that's a good chat comment.
Are going to start piling over each other over the walls. It's going to be.
That's the good shit you should be talking about. That's a good comment. You're right. That do look like British Babish.
It was madness. Like they were coming from every angle at some points, and I was just like, I can't take it anymore.
We're like a lot of 30-year-old white men are starting to go bald, and they're growing beards to make up for it. We're seeing a new age of Babish types. This guy, NL.
And I was like, I'm in my happy place now. This is great.
But I thought that was what was fascinating.
There's a lot of Babish type men out there. All of that Dutch ancestry. Kick it in. All of that Norwegian ancestry. Kick it in.
So I just abandoned everyone.
Hey, at least you're on the inside of that base.
Yeah, I was stuck on the
DNA activating like some Metal Gear Solid shit.
Of bugs piling up so I can make myself a ladder to get in. But,
I love the thought of you going around afterwards in the carnage mode, just sweeping them up like my base.
All these bugs.
I think it really does capture the essence of Starship Troopers, though, which is that kind of satire, that patriotism that's kind of goofy and gory, and like just the look of it is so Starship.
I gotta let the haterade out.
It's hard to nail, isn't it? Like
I hate. This is my biggest pet peeve ever.
Go to the toilet.
What?
From the series, and not just the first film as well.
You go to the toilet.
No, like this is my biggest pet peeve, which is when they have no one involved with the game talking about the game at these kinds of events. None of these people worked on the game, worked for the publisher of the game. They just played the game. And like, if it wasn't like, okay, if it was just like a podcast and you have a bunch of bozos who played the game and are talking about the game, that'd be fine. But the whole point of this show is you're supposed to be talking about, like, I'm gonna mute these people so I can talk. This is my pet peeve, because it's like, the point of this show is that this studio, the publisher, I'm assuming that they paid a certain amount of money to be here, so that they're to show off their game and to have the game shown to people watching the stream. Why do you just have 4 bozos talking about it? It's almost like a disservice to you. Cause what if they say something that's wrong?
It's like The Talking Dead, bro. Be sure to check out The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, coming soon.
Yeah. What is this? What the fuck is this?
Now, Runout is coming soon, but you can...
Oh, they lost a guy!
Now,
They walked out after seeing that.
Today's showcase. It was the physics-based action game where you climb on towering monsters and use elemental magic to traverse...
Oh, that studio didn't pay as much money. They don't have to talk about it.
...is coming up next that digs into one of the game's colossal boss fights.
Eternal Strands is a third-person action adventure in which you play a young woman named Bryn who belongs to a magical tradition known as Weavers. These folks have been on the outs since a devastating event called the Surge left them without a homeland. As Bryn, you'll get to combine both weaponry, such
This could be
as
cool.
two-hander, swords and shields, with
It you know, seeing it in action, the trailer didn't sell me, but seeing the like action of this game, like,
in a rich physics.
it doesn't look that bad.
I'm Frédéric Saint-Laurent, game director at Yellow.
I wonder how many monsters.
But visually, this is uninspiring to me.
Yeah, it is just like a generic dragon. The reason why Monster Hunter has spice is because it's like the monsters are like, you know, the monsters are very well designed, and so far in this footage, we've seen this character fight the same dragon over and over.
Creatures,
and
that was kind of the idea, was this shared passion for something like that.
I've been fascinated by physics-based game for a very long time.
Yeah, I like
kind of the toy.
I don't hate what I'm seeing, but like
sometimes ridiculous.
if you're just fighting dragons the whole time, I'm not gonna be interested.
What I love with this one was trying to push the physics gameplay into more of an action adventure and how to apply.
But it's interesting.
With the angle of
I like
physicality to the power, not just a bunch of it.
You know, like the climbing around the dragon. I like the foam stuff, like whatever this is.
Our tech team, they have some incredible understanding.
Oh, this definitely looks not finished. Looking at it now,
every power is a
it doesn't look.
Entity.
My hope is the players will create synergies that we haven't thought of, coming up with their own innovative strategy. If a drake breathes fire on a pot of water, you're gonna have all of a sudden this gigantic wall of vapor that's gonna get generated. So it's gonna hide. You'll be able to hide inside it from the drake because he'll lose line of sight with you.
And I think honestly, a lot of our philosophy comes down to, boy, it'd be really cool.
It looks very. I want to say this is not done because the dragon looks very slow.
Where did I first meet them? Because they wander the levels, right? All of those things create emergent variety. And to us, that emergent variety is a big part of sort of our boss design philosophy. They're not just in an arena.
Okay.
Thank you to Mike and Fred from Yellow Brick Games for the deep dive on Eternal Strands, which is coming soon. I mean, gang, what do we think of that? That was crazy. The boss fights shown off in there. It's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus meets Breath of the Wild, smashing together, and I definitely want more of that.
I think one of the things I really loved about it is when we got a chance to look at it, we saw the same boss fight 3 times, which I think is hugely confident because it was Yellow Brick saying, look, here's the same boss fight, but here's all the different ways.
Oh, don't!
One of the things to us was those powers, you know,
You can't.
telekinesis, the amount of player creativity.
They're just saying nothing. They're saying nothing. It's not doing you. This hit me. This hit me when I was at the Joe Parra show last night. Cause Joe Parra was very funny, and there were a few moments where he broke character. But the moments where he broke character were honestly really funny and endearing because, like, you could kind of see the gears turning in a cool way. And it made me realize watching his stand up, watching him and the 2 guys that opened up for him. You know, time is cyclical, and we're going back to an era of sincerity. And like I know that and you're like, well, don't we all have that already? But we don't. We absolutely don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you look at any commercial nowadays, you guys know how like commercials are all trying to be like quirky and funny and relatable. My prime example is like, what was that? There was that Grubhub commercial that was 3D animated that everyone was making fun of. You remember that commercial? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The one with the 3D characters and it was like animated. Yeah, like Jake from State Farm. To me, those commercials are so saccharine. They're trying so hard to be quirky and so hard to be relatable that people can actually see them for what they are. Which is they are insincere. That's the reality of it. Is that they are so, you know, it's like yeah, like it's so corporate, but it's trying so hard to like it's trying so hard. Yeah, corporate sincere. It's trying so hard that it wraps back around to just being completely unrelatable and completely insincere, and it's just such an awful vision. And if I was to borrow a word from one of my favorite directors, David Lynch, it borderline fascist. Like that's how far it goes in terms of like in terms of what it is. And I think you're seeing not everyone is caught up. Like not everyone is like aware of it. You know, some people are slow on the uptake. Some people are slow on the uptake. This game is good? Well, I'm talking right now. The thing about it is that it's people are slow on the uptake, right? But I think the signs are there. Like the nostalgia for like the vibe of like the 90s to the early 2000s. The like that kind of nostalgia in general. The return to like maximalism. The return to like these kinds of things. The reason why people are so nostalgic for this kind of stuff is like, I just saw a bunch of direct Twin Peaks references. Fuck this game. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I think a lot of these things, the nostalgia element, the you know, wanting to like return to like in your face stuff. The thing about it is that like I think all of that is a sign that people are sick of it. And you don't think, like, when you look at those in-your-face ads from the 90s and the 2000s, like, they're very in-your-face. They're very, like, maximalism instead of minimalism. It's not subtle, but in a way, it's sincere. Do you know what I mean? Like, when a game ad from the 90s said, like, oh, if you don't play our game, you're stupid. There is, like, a blunt sincerity to that. You know what I mean? Because somewhere along the line, someone really was like, oh, yeah, we make a good game. If you don't play our game, you're dumb. You know? But, like, there's a sincerity in that. That is refreshing. And I think people are getting real sick of not having that anymore. You know what I mean? It's like someone trying really hard to be your friend and you have nothing in common. You know, if the world is ping-ponging between West Coast sincerity and East Coast aggression, I think, you know, the pendulum is starting to swing the other way. You know what I mean?
Don't forget that you can find more info about the games that you've seen here today on GamesRadar.com. Time for another feature now. We've put together
one of the best things a game can be is genuine. Yeah, like, I don't know.
That popped up during today's show.
Yes, you could build a dystopic shrine to your cat, or you could stage a marriage proposal in there. I don't know. I'm trying to enable people to do all kinds of wacky things. Cats are like the go-to for like bringing your own content. Cat. I am Matt Marshall, and I am the designer, the artist, the programmer, the producer, the QA tester. I'm doing everything on Dystopica. Dystopica is a city-building sandbox for creating atmospheric, cinematic, visually stunning, futuristic sci-fi cities. There's no goals, there's no management. It's just about building and creating. It's for people like me who always played SimCity with the cheat codes on. They just wanted to relax and create stuff and listen to the soundtrack. So it's very much inspired by that, but in a cyberpunk universe. The core idea came about, I started traveling just over a year ago. I sold everything that I owned. I reduced my whole life to a single backpack, got rid of my apartment and everything. And I just went off to Asia, a part of the world I've never been to before. And it's just been inspired by cities like Hanoi, Bangkok, wandering around at 3 a.m, in Osaka in Japan. I went from like a 3-monitor superpowered workstation to just my 14-inch laptop. It's actually been very meditative. It's actually brought a lot of focus back into my work. I'm going to work with one monitor again.
White boys love to backpack through Asia. It's true.
It appears sometimes, and that was actually like just a random model I had from the first game I did like 10 years ago, which was a Windows Phone 8 exclusive for some reason. Like, people go whale hunting trying to push the buildings together and apart and just try to understand what spawns it. I'm making it a little bit easier, but there's still going to be a couple of fun little Easter eggs in 1.0, which is coming soon. I think what success looks like for me is more people coming and creating things and sharing it with
Man, video games need to be lame again.
They're sharing photos of their creations. They're sharing short stories, and it's just been a really great place to talk about the game and where it can go in the future. People are doing things with the game that I didn't even know was possible, and they are...
the older I get, I think that is becoming the problem. I think...
What's next for me, I think, is really
you know,
more tools to support the things I want to do. I want to add mod support to it down the road.
I don't know if you guys know this, but
after learning a little
there used to be a period of time where 90% of the population, if you told them that, like, oh yeah, if you go to the weekends, if you spend your weekends going to abandoned factories listening to weird bleeps and bloops music and taking E, then that didn't make you cool? That made you a degenerate because you didn't watch sports?
On June 21st. It's going to cost about a bowl of ramen, and it's just a 1.0 release.
You know?
It's just the departure point. It's a passion project for me. To work with
so video games need to be lame again.
And doing crazy things.
Oh, they should be the domain of lame people again. So that they can be cool again.
Talking to us about Dystopica. We've also got a longer version of that interview landing on the FGS YouTube channel next week, which was done by Tom over here, who's joining us on the panel. Now, you've got to have a good old chat and a lot of hands.
Oh, he's out of focus.
What are your thoughts, mate?
My first and longer initial thoughts after playing for hours and hours and hours is it's the most meditative game I've ever played. It's the most stress-relieving...
Oh, fuck off!
On your brain, you know, when you've been playing too much.
Is he really out of focus? Wait, he's green?
Feel that stressed.
No!
It's that. Obviously, sometimes it's just nice to go outside and touch some grass.
Did they really green screen them in?
And you have to stay inside. This is just a
No,
fantastic stress reliever.
No, he's there!
Matt is a lovely.
No, he's there. He's touching the table. He's just out of focus on that camera.
Giving the community tools to influence the
Oh,
game.
come on, dude.
It's unlike any other game I've ever really played.
Yeah, I think looking at it from my first glance, I was like, oh, it'll have some sort of story to it that's about, you know, it's going to be very dystopian and about the horrors of humanity and greed. And actually, I'm so much more interested in it.
Look at the red girl's hair. It's green.
Playing it and getting
But why are they
rhythm, and it's the perfect
green?
I think, for,
But no, I think the camera's just out of focus. I think the camera is literally just out of focus, dude.
Playing throughout. That's something that I'll probably be listening to outside of playing the game because it was just so calm.
Yeah, they're clearly on a set. It's one of those all green sets. That's how they're doing the background. But like, yeah, they're in focus on this camera, and then the other camera they're out of focus.
No, I think it's one of those special kind of games that, like, I am like a horror fan, so I looking at something like this and you can see the horrors of it. You can see it's dark, it's miserable, if you want to see it that way. It's moody, it's atmospheric, and that all of that is there. I don't know, I just find that so interesting. Like, I find it even more appealing, and that you can make your own story. And
I think they're literally just out of focus.
People are working away and dying in the lower areas, and then the ones up top are rich and luxurious. But also, you know, someone else can look at it completely differently and go, oh yeah, chill, great.
Yeah.
I'm making some buildings, I'm having a nice time. Maybe it's just a city full of robots where everything's like works, and it's the far-flung future where it idyllic to
Did she say the horrors of Asia?
You know, people. It's a great.
I mean, listen to her accent.
Yeah, I think that kind of sense of creativity with it is really, really nice.
Well, my friends, the Show and Tell session has been a good bit of fun, hasn't it? Remember that there is a demo available for Dystopica on Steam, so you can go and make your own imagined futures, whether they are brilliant or bleak. Oh, and while you're there, drop it a wish list, won't you lovely person? But it's sad to say that we are coming to the end of the expansion pack now. In advance of us scooting off, though, we're going to leave you with a teaser trailer. Now, before we filmed this year's summer showcase, we had Roger and Britt interview each other about their careers, their characters, and everything in between. It was as fun and as silly as you might expect. And now, you can take a look.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're here to welcome you to the Future Games Show. I'm still waiting for that coffee.
Yeah. Hello. Well, should we start with a question?
I have no idea what's in these.
Neither do I. I'm a little nervous.
What video game or TV show defined your childhood?
Oh, gosh.
He's holding a human ear, obviously, because frogs don't have ears. So what else was he going to hold up?
Okay. Ooh, what was your first role in video games?
Oh, that's easy.
I only will play as Yoshi, still to this day.
Because he was the smaller target.
No, I think we're done.
Word.
I think we're done. I think we're done here. I think that was that. You guys want a palate cleanser? Alright, we'll give you a palate cleanser.
Tonight, folks, we got these new primes here. All we know is that it's magenta and it has...
Don't drink Prime, by the way. I'm pretty sure these have lead in them. Like, dangerously high amounts of lead.
Has an X on the top.
Or no, not lead. PFAs. You know, they'll fuck you up.
So, let's find out more about Prime Hydration X, the Badlands Chugs way.
Don't touch that mouse.
That phone screen or TV remote, because we got a whole new Prime alert, okay? Man, this right here is Prime Hydration X. I haven't drank Prime in a while, so I know nothing about this brand new Prime, except that you can get this at Walmart, from what I hear, also at Target. I got it from the soda plugs. They had a whole bunch of magentas. They're gonna get me the blue one real soon, but yo, we just gonna give it to you. We don't know nothing about it, and it's up to you to figure it out. I said, hey, that's fine. On first impressions, I can see that it's a magenta color. All right, it has all the prime markings, okay? It has a barcode that's right there. I don't know what that
Thanks.
opens up or unlocks, but yo, it's time to just try this. Ooh, before we chug it, okay? Pinky up, Dame Drop style. This is Prime Hydration X, the pink one. It's prime, I can tell you that. Coconut water vibes. Oh my gosh, I can't really place the taste. It's good.
Chemically.
It kind of reminds me of Glowberry. But I am not sure of the taste. I am not sure. But I know it tastes like one of the good primes. Not the regular common ones, okay? It reminds me of like Piñata Colada. It reminds me of the gold, the $1 billion prime. You
One
know,
of the good primes, not the bad primes.
Folks. So, let's just pour this in. Oh my goodness. As you can see it, it looks like, you know, the new Meta Moon. It's like a white prime, you know, it's not like colored or anything like that. I mean, it may have a little hint of pink to it, but let's continue to pour, folks. Now, a lot of new primes had came out since I did like the every 2.0 chug, and also since I did the rare ones only chug, okay? So it's like, the question remains, should I do a every 3.0 prime chug? Well, I'll let y'all decide, okay? Just put in the comments prime 3.0, okay? No. Every prime 3.0.
He's actually gonna puke? I hope he doesn't. I don't want to
revisit the prime chug, okay? I'm gonna do it 2.0 style. Have it filled up to here, you know what I'm saying? Because this thing pretty much.
I saw Badlands eat a ton of meat pies on stage. You can handle this? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Just put.
Yeah, he's a professional.
Every prime 3.0. If you want to see that done. Well, let's talk about the new primes that are out. Oh my goodness, we got this X, and this right here is not the regular one. This is the Hollow Edition. We got the blue X that's coming out, that's out already. That Arsenal Prime, that other Prime for the UK, I think is the Erlig, Halag. I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering his name. We're gonna save these two right here for OK Hip Hop, all right? And if you like the beat that you hear, the beat is up there. Oh man, oh, is it up there? It's up there, folks. OK Hip Hop's in the building, and yo, this is a new prime, man.
I don't know why, but anytime his son shows up, I think it's really funny. Yeah. OK Hip Hop, the youngest son.
Yeah, it's Pink Prime X hydration. Let me know. You toss the cat. Don't break my lens. All right. So just try it. Just try it. Just see. Okay. Yeah, going in. Ooh.
Wish he was my dad? Yeah.
Oh, this is really good. I like this a lot.
You had a few primes in your life, so
yeah, this one is...
what does it taste like? Because I'm having a hard time pinpointing it. I mean, it's
like a strawberry, like a shortcake.
You think it's strawberry shortcake?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think strawberry shortcake by looking at like the pink and magenta colors in it?
Maybe I'm thinking strawberry because of the pink.
Yeah.
Like some type of subconscious thing.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's you never know. So it's like you didn't drink all that, did you? Just had a sip.
I drank like half of it.
All right. So I tell you what. All right. In the time you chug that versus the time I chug this. You want to give it a go?
Sure. Do you have to put the ice in?
Say less.
Yeah!
Say less, folks. The ice always goes in. Oh man.
I need to get those. I need to get those and use them on stream.
Cold type of chugs, okay? So now that we got the fake ice in, I gotta use some real ice next time, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is Prime X, okay? We're gonna do this in the wine glass. Let's see if I can get this down quicker than OK Hip Hop can get that down, all right? So you ready? Cheers. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Enough talk. I beat you. I beat you. I actually think that you beat me. You know.
I had this much. I had this much left. It wasn't a lot.
Chugging the world. One bottle.
Family that chugs together stays together. Yeah.
Batman's Chugs is back.
No! He does this every time.
Don't touch that mouse, folks.
All right. Well, that was that. Whoa. Well, the stream was like 2 hours, a little under 2 hours long. I don't believe there's anything else. Let me check the Summer Games Fest schedule. Today may have been a short one. But let me check the schedule. Let me check the schedule to see. Is Tekken World Tour happening? I mean, that tournament is happening, but it's just at the end of the night. Or it's because it's in Korea. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for today. Okay. Yeah, the Tekken World Tour, the ATL Super Tournament is happening. It's just happening in Korea. And I'm not gonna, like, I have other shit to do. I'm not gonna stay up all day for it. Alright. So, chat, I think that's it for me from today. But, here's the plan, alright? For those of you that want to join in on this weekend's E3 festivities, let's see here. So the schedule is, as always, you can see the schedule in the Discord. You can see the schedule in the Twitch page for the schedule. I think if you like scroll down, there's a schedule thing that you can look at. But the streams for tomorrow. So tomorrow, you're gonna get a kick out of this one, chat. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be the Xbox Games Showcase. And it is followed up by something called the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct. So, you know, today's stream was like, you know, there were some good things, there were some bad things. The Summer Games Fest was like, you know, a bunch of big things got announced. I don't think you're gonna want to miss this one. So that's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And like I said, it's Xbox, followed up by the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct. That is followed by the PC Gaming Show. So the PC Gaming Show is another one of those other showcases during not E3 season. Oh, I didn't change the text. I'm lazy. Oh well. And that is specifically centered around PC games, which I am streaming to on a PC. So I play PC games. I assume a lot of you do as well. And you know how it is. PC games eventually make their way to like every other console. And then on Monday, the 10th, at 3 p.m. Eastern, at 3 p.m. Eastern, Ubisoft is doing their Ubisoft Forward. They're French, they're snooty, so of course they're not going to call it a show or a showcase. Get it right, it's called the Ubisoft Forward, okay? It's the Ubisoft Forward. They'll probably do some Just Dance thing. They'll probably talk about Rainbow Six Siege and then a bunch of crap that French people like, and Assassin's Creed. Oh yeah, they'll probably talk about the new Assassin's Creed game that's got all the nerds worked up, but will probably be completely lackluster. Can I run a bet tomorrow on whether or not there'll be a car on stage for either showcase? No, because I'm gonna guess there probably absolutely will be. Like, there's not even gonna be a question about it. Okay, yeah, but yeah, today's stream was a little short. So apologies that if you expected it to go on for a little longer than that. But hey, I streamed like 5 hours last night from like 11 p.m. until like the middle of the night. So what do you want from me? What do you want from me? But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna stream for longer. Again, that's 1 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Don't be a nerd. We're gonna go. Sunday's a big day, and then Monday we get to laugh at Ubisoft or whatever. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, today's moral of the story. The moral of today's stream. Moral of today's stream is that, I don't know, be sincere. I'm not even joking. Be sincere. The age of corporate relatability is dead. It's time to be in your face but sincere about it. I'll say that's the lesson for today's stream. I thought you all wanted us to all start lying in our commercials. I mean, do that too. You know, believe it or not, the two can go hand in hand. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna chill a little bit, relax, and get some work done, because, I don't know, I still have work to do. I'm a productive member of society. Who's live right now? Oh wow, Forgotten VCR is live. And they just started. I'm gonna raid Forgotten VCR, they're cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. For real though, tomorrow's stream is gonna be good. Xbox always delivers one way or another. So you're gonna want to be there for that one. But I'll see you guys tomorrow and Monday too. All right, peace out, everybody. Bye bye.